Good evening and welcome into Fox 23 News at 9. I'm Zach Soonar. The Southern Miss Lady Eagles fell in Charlotte to close out the regular season on Thursday night, 59-46. USM struggled mightily on the offensive end. They shot 31% from the floor and drained exactly 0 three-point shots, missing all 19 of their attempts. Shantae Hales was the lone bright spot, scoring 17 to keep Southern Miss afloat. USM finishes the regular season out with a 17-12 record, 9-7 in league play. All that means is the Lady Eagles will open up the Conference USA tournament on Wednesday in Frisco, Texas, with a virtual road game against my North Texas Mean Green in the 8-9 matchup. The winner will advance to the quarterfinals to face top-seeded Rice. Mississippi State took care of business this afternoon in Greenville, defeating Tennessee in the SEC tournament quarterfinal round 83-68. Lady Vols jumped out to a 6-point first quarter lead, but the turnovers would start to mount soon thereafter. Dogs would force the Vols into 26 turnovers en route to a spot in the semifinals that comes up tomorrow evening. Henrielle Howard led MSU with 26 points, while Tierra McCown added 17 and 13. MSU will take on Missouri, who upset Kentucky today, for a spot in the championship game. With the completion of last night's spring practice for the Mississippi State Bulldogs, the team will now go into a 2-week period without a spring practice during the school's spring break. Last year, the Dogs prided themselves on their hard-nosed defense, but with the losses of Montez Sweat, Jeffrey Simmons, and others, there are questions about how quickly the team can reload on that side of the football, but its coaching staff believes they have the pieces in place to be just as successful in 2019.
This unit will be different than last year's unit. It has every opportunity to be just as successful as last year's unit. But I mean, you know, guys have to step up. Guys have new roles. Obviously, up front, you know, we still think we're as good as anybody at the defensive end position.
They have a fundamental desire to be successful, and it's real. It's not fake. And so, and it's very evident in how they carry themselves and the things that they say. It's just a matter of making sure that it's replicated every day and every opportunity that they get to make sure that it's seen and not just heard.
MSU's next spring practice set for March 21st. The New Orleans Pelicans will be without guard Drew Holiday for at least a week after he was diagnosed with a lower abdominal strain. Injury was confirmed by an MRI on Thursday, a day after Holiday played 32 minutes in a loss to Utah. Holiday averaging 21.2 points per game to go along with 7.5 assists and 5 rebounds per game. Ian Clark and Etwan Moore can be expected to see more minutes in Holiday's absence. And it appeared that late last night, Antonio Brown was on his way to Buffalo before the Bills backed out of a potential deal with the Steelers. Some reports surfaced that Brown would not show up to Buffalo if he was dealt there. Bills have $76 million in cap space and have a glaring need for offensive playmakers. The Bills aren't the only team being reported as out on the Antonio Brown sweepstakes. ESPN reporting Saints, Titans, Redskins, Packers all out on Brown after having contact with the Steelers. Pittsburgh had initially wanted to have a deal in place by today to move the disgruntled wideout. I know you don't know a whole lot about sports, but could you imagine requesting to work somewhere else and then getting that request accepted and then saying, no, I don't want to work there? That's basically what Antonio Brown's doing right now.
I know, because I know everything about all sports.
Yeah.
As you know me.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for the sports report tonight.